Hello everyone, my name is Riley and this is the RDW Glass YouTube channel. Be sure to tune in every single Tuesday for new glass blowing content. Today, this video, this week, this month, we're beginning a new little color coding video. Meaning I'm going to review one color each month in a video called Color Code. Or Color Coordination, I'm not quite sure yet. But Color Code or Color Coordination or Coordinated Color, that's going to be the new monthly video that has to do with reviewing a color. Today, in this video, we're going to be reviewing a color by North Star Glass, and that color is Forest Green. Now, Forest Green just so happens to be $4 per rod, and the rods are, each of mine are connected to this, but the rods are about this long. Okay, so this right here that I have is about half of the rod. So these rods will cost $4 a piece, $4.10 a piece. I'll show the pricing on Mountain Glass. And if you get a pound, it makes it $3.56 a rod. And that would be $56 for the pound. So if you buy a whole pound, it's $56, which is making each of the rods $3.56. If you get just one at a time, $4.10. So you're saving 20-something bucks basically if you get the pound. All right, let's show the pricing on Mountain Glass, and then we'll get into some glass blowing. One of the things that I always create with Forest Green is leaves, because it's a perfect color for a leaf. So today we're going to create a leaf. If you've seen my April Fool's video, I videotaped myself making a leaf pendant, but then I put the whole video in reverse and I posted that on April Fool's. So this would be the first video of me actually showing how to do a leaf, because that April Fool's video, the whole video is backwards, so there's really no way to put the steps together like we're going to do today. So that's kind of going to be the focus of these monthly videos. You know, I'm posting every week, but once a month we're going to do a color review, and I'll make something with the color, talk about the pricing, put it on maybe after I review enough of them, I'll put like a list of, you know, top to bottom of my favorite colors. This one I don't use very often. It's only used for the leaves that I make. So, and there's many things you can make using green. It's just something that it's just one of the only things I use it for. So, let's get into it. Be sure to have your ventilation all the way up. I haven't shown this in forever. Grab my glasses. I got them packed up because we were actually at an event the other day. I might post some short videos of the event that I went to this weekend. A little dirty. Alright. We'll wipe these off. Should be good. Alright. Lighter. Propane. We got the fan kind of facing it. Propane. Alright. Oxygen. Propane makes the flame, oxygen brings the precision. And what happens when you add oxygen to a flame? It gets hotter, so that's also what's happening. More precise, more heat. do is hit it with a high propane flame, and you can see that that puts a black soot over the piece. That's good. We want that. It's such a glare. I wonder why it's doing that. It's weird. It's like a whole light thing right here. Interesting. Must be the sun right now. I don't know. It's pretty cool though. Okay. Now you can't fully blast certain colors with oxygen, and this is one of them. This color will bubble up if you put too much oxygen on it at one point in time. We grabbed a clear punchy, and now we're just twisting the punchy and the color the opposite direction, going up with the heat on the color and pushing down to build up a section of color there. And we're going to keep doing that. And keep doing that. And it's however much you want on your leaf. So, right here, we have our masher tweezers. And we have a video specifically on these in the Tool Talk video section. You see we have a glob about the size of, you know, that section of my finger. Glob about an inch long. And what we'll do, the reason we brought these up, once we have this piece hot and kind of like almost a marble-y shape, which here on Earth, right, if you rotate something in heat at an angle, you will get a marble. That's just naturally how gravity ends up shaping around it. You're spinning it, heat, and now we have a marble, and what we're going to do, we're going to take that and flatten it. Okay, now we have this flat green disc, and what I do, I take this, and we'll take another punchy on the other side, now we'll pull, get something like that. I'm going to hit it with the heat and to condense it a little bit, let everything thicken up. I have a video specifically on why you would need a pocket knife. It's in the Tool Talk playlist. And what I'm going to do here is go one line all the way down the middle. Wasn't hot enough down here. Whew. Okay, one line straight down the middle on both sides. Let's highlight this side a little more. Cool. Alright, then what I do is I take and I start either, it's up to you if you want to start at the bottom or the top. We're starting right here. And we're pressing in, getting hot, pressing in. We'll do that on both sides, make sure they're angled the right way. And I don't know about you, but to me, that looks quite like a leaf. You can see that middle line, some of the cuts aren't touching. You can see that once it cooled down. You can make them touch in the middle. And then we'll readjust our middle line all the way down too. Oh yeah. So forest green, really cool color. As long as you don't blast it with too much oxygen, then it will not bubble. There's some colors like OJ, which is orange, and Canary, which is yellow, and those will bubble pretty quick, but we'll review those when we get to them. But today, we made this leaf using forest green. And I do suggest you buy some forest green from Mountain Glass, and when you do, feel free to send me a message on Instagram of a picture of what you create. I'm sure that just by seeing this color, you guys have lots rolling around in your mind. You could make, my next thought was a shamrock. I'm still thinking of, outside things. You could do all different types of plants with this green, by shaping and maybe adding some other color, but I definitely suggest you get your hands on some forest green. You think of it this way too, if the whole rod, this was the full-size rod, if the whole entire rod is this big, and it took us such a small section to make this leaf, and if this rod is only $4, you could absolutely put a loop on this and sell this for $4. You could sell it for 10, 20 bucks as a leaf pendant. So if you had some clear and some forest green, you could immediately start selling leaf pendants and earning some money as a glass artist. If you put your mind to this stuff, it's really not hard. Mind to it, you gotta just dedicate some time into creating the glass, but then you really have to dedicate time into selling the glass, because that's what the glass artists do. We make the glass and we sell it. So we have to focus on selling sometimes, or else we'll just have a room filled with random creations. So remember that this color versus what you can sell pieces making it with, if that was said the right way, the pricing of the color versus what you can sell items that you've made with that color will always outweigh itself. That small piece of glass that we did today, we could sell that just by putting a loop on that, or even by breaking it off the puntee and selling it as a leaf to somebody. Somebody might want to buy a glass sculpted leaf. Beyond wearing it as a pendant or anything, they might just want to sit it down. And we could sell that for, like I said, you could sell this alone for $5, just knocking it off there and selling the leaf for $5. You put a loop on it, make it a pendant that someone can wear, now you're selling it for 10 to 20 bucks. And once again, it was probably, it has to be less than $1 of material. If we split the thing up, it's probably like 50 cents or 60 cents worth of material. And you're taking, it took us, so the video's at 11 minutes. So it took us 5 to 10 minutes to make this. Let's just say 5 to 10 minutes to make this. So that is insane. You're getting a lot of money per hour as a glass artist. Uh-oh, we had Strawberry come join us. Start the color video. Alright everybody, Hope you enjoyed this new kind of video. Maybe one of these names sticks out to you more than color code, but still color coordination or coordinated color. It might be coordinated color. Stay safe. Have a great rest of your week. Happy Tuesday. Happy melting. Peace, y'all.